Hey everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another RWBY Volume 7 Blind Reaction. And today I'm looking at Chapter 2 of Volume 7, titled A New Approach. And I'm recording this immediately after premiering the first episode, which was not my intention. I intended to premiere it tonight. But YouTube didn't do what I told it to do, and premiered it immediately instead. So we had to do that. But it still went okay, I think. Talked to some people in the chat while we watched the episode, and it's kind of good actually as a way to refresh myself on the first episode immediately before I watch this one. So I guess that kind of worked out in a way, but I don't know, not my original plan. Yeah, despite not getting to this until Monday, yeah, I'm a couple of days late on this because I didn't record anything over the weekend. I haven't been spoiled on anything. I haven't heard anything about the new episode, really. So that's good. Because there definitely has been a spoiler risk for this volume so far. I mean, if I didn't watch episode 1 that first day that it was released, I'm pretty sure the Penny reveal would have been spoiled for me, because it was just all over the place. And hard to avoid places. So I'm glad I watched that one that day. But this one, I wasn't able to get to it on the day of the release. But it hasn't mattered so far because nothing's been spoiled, and we're good. And I'm not really sure when you'll see this, because I did record the first episode on the Saturday that it was released, and it didn't get uploaded until Monday. So it took over a week. I think YouTube is a lot slower these days with the copyright disputes, which sucks. But because I really wanted to get it up there on Saturday, and I know some people did. I don't know what black magic they worked to have that happen, but I don't know. That was kind of a shame that it wasn't ready to go at that moment. But just a couple days late. This one might be even later because I'm doing it a couple days late, so maybe you'll get this one on Wednesday. Not really sure, but whenever it is, I'll probably be premiering it as well, so hi chat. And yeah, anyway, moving on to the actual content, actual RWBY, we've got Chapter 2, A New Approach. I assume we're going to be taken to see Ironwood now, or at least see some authority figure in Atlas, maybe Winter. Because, yeah, we were captured by the Aesops, and I can't believe that I didn't immediately get the reference there. Of course, Aesop's Fables and all that. It's a nice pun there, kind of, on the name, because yeah, Aesops. It's kind of clever. I'm definitely eager to meet them. I'm kind of worried they might end up being antagonists because they are front and center on Watts' monitor in the opening, which yeah, is a bit concerning. Or maybe he just has some sort of targeted. Yeah, I mean, either they're with him or they're in danger. So either way, it's not good, and I am concerned. And we'll see. But definitely interested to learn more about them and just see what happens. Hopefully we get more with Penny, though I don't know if we'll get that immediately. We do need a big emotional scene with Penny and RWBY. I feel like RWBY really needs to kind of have time to let all that out and actually come to terms with the fact that Penny is back now. And I think we all do, actually. I mean, I know there's a lot of split opinion on that decision and whether it cheapens the idea of death in the show or whatever. I don't know. I mean, when Penny died, my first instinct was to say, well, she's a robot, they can rebuild her. And I think that's the same for a lot of people. And yeah, I know that the consensus since has been, oh, she's dead for good because of the soul, but Yeah. I mean, if there is a core, then, and that's where the soul is, and that wasn't damaged somehow, then I guess that makes sense. But it does feel like we've, I don't know. It's a weird thing, but I think I'm okay with it. It'll depend on how they do it. I really think Ruby and Penny definitely need a big moment, and we actually need to give them time to kind of come to terms with what happened and what didn't happen. And yeah, hopefully Ruby's able to get that, but I don't know if she's captured currently, so maybe it won't be so immediately. We're probably going to be taken to some sort of holding cell, and who knows what's going to happen. But I'm excited to find out, so let's go ahead and get this started. Here we go. Love this intro. And it takes so many cues from other anime, like that's kind of a bit Cowboy Bebop, I guess. It's all anime. I mean, every shot. I think that one, I don't even know. It's a great song, too. Trust Love. Has me pretty hopeful about bees. And that. Yeah, there. See, they're on Watts' monitor. So is the election that's happening, so that's going to be a big thing. Penny. I just immediately love this more than the 6th opening. It's just such a sunny and bright song, really. I mean, there's a bit of darkness to it, but to the lyrics maybe, but and these silhouettes kind of reminds me of the second JoJo opening, and that end shot is very My Hero Academia, as someone pointed out to me. So just taken from all sorts of anime. Here we go. Oh. And not even know where I can break them. Well, still trying.
Where do you think they're taking us?
I'm gonna go with jail.
Wow.
I still can't believe that fishing pole guy took us out like it was nothing.
Welcome to Atlas. Those were Ironwood's ace operatives.
Hmm? You guys had a run-in with the Aesops?
Oh.
Ironwood must
Who are you?
have a bone to pick with you.
They're not that big of a deal.
Not that big of a deal? The Aesops are the elite of elite military huntsmen, and Ironwood's personal attack dogs.
So they got you too, huh?
I wouldn't let myself get caught by them. I'm here because I've been speaking out against Atlas's exploitation of Mantle, and General Ironwood is trying to silence me.
You threw a brick at her ship.
It's
okay.
rude if it gets people talking about our cause.
Yeah.
Our cause?
Yes, the fight for better conditions in Mantle, led by the charismatic, talented, lovely Robin Hill.
That's the
and her happy
woman on the
huntresses.
posters. Nice.
We're all top
And she's
Atlas
Robin Hood.
Academy graduates who could have signed up for the military, but Robin and the Huntresses chose to stay in Mantle. She's gunning for a seat on the Kingdom's Council, and when she gets it, she's gonna put an end to Ironwood's tyranny!
Happy Huntresses.
Mm-hmm.
Is that their real name? Don't you think tyranny's a little dramatic?
Easy to say for a Schnee heiress. Atlas.
Well, she's currently in handcuffs,
Not
so
anymore.
in the same ship you are. So clearly something has happened there. And now we're actually in Atlas.
Whoa, it's gorgeous up here. Don't let that fool you.
Aw. Nice.
This isn't the police station.
It's Atlas Academy.
Oh. Well, that's cool. Actually taking you where you want to go, pretty much. How convenient.
I guess we will be seeing the General. For better or worse.
What about him? Does he get to stay on the ship?
So, what do we do?
Guessing he just gets taken to the police station.
But we should be careful with what we say.
We'll follow your lead, Ruby.
Good idea. Okay. It's cool actually seeing Atlas Academy finally. Oh, hey Penny.
Yay, you're here!
There's Winter.
Winter.
Yeah.
Anyone want to give us a hand with these?
You have 10 seconds to take those off before I start hurting you.
Oh. Well, those are cool.
Please, come in. It is so good to see all of you.
Our reception didn't really convey that.
I sincerely regret how you were treated by my team. When a
Oh,
rogue
Crow.
airship entered our airspace, it raised some red flags. We assumed the
That's
ship was stolen.
kind of understandable.
Stolen?
It was.
Okay, yeah. It was stolen.
You stole? What were you thinking? You might have been shot down. How unbelievably irresponsible.
Aww. There we go.
I'm sorry I worried you,
Hug.
but we did what we had to do.
I suppose I understand. But I cannot
Oh.
believe that you allowed this
Yeah.
to grow.
You try stopping these kids when they have their minds set on something. Speaking of which, we have some important information for you that's confidential.
Oh, is it about the relics?
Penny.
Or perhaps the Winter Maiden?
You told them?
Oh, and there it is.
Did you really think you were the only one who got to work on a new plan after Beacon? With Ozpin gone, I needed my own team of people I could trust. So yes, I told them. The Aesops too.
Okay.
Which is why I'm so glad you're here. With this. Until now, I believed it was impossible to truly turn the tide against Salem. Oz has pushed her back, has kept victory out of her claws, but she will keep returning, stronger and stronger. Unless we destroy her.
Well, yeah. Good luck doing that.
What about the Atlas relic?
You mean the Staff of Creation?
It's safe inside the vault.
And the Winter Maiden?
She is secure and in stable condition.
Oh.
Stable condition? What does
She's
that...
not exactly a spring chicken.
Okay.
I know how this all looks. Recalling my military, the embargo, I probably don't seem the most trustworthy right now.
Then why continue it?
The people of Mantle are hurting.
I needed to ensure Salem couldn't infiltrate Atlas, and I wanted my military here, protecting my people.
But it's not protecting them. It's making everyone hate you.
It's a price I'm willing to pay. Just as you all have been entrusted with the knowledge of Salem's existence, I need you all to trust me. I have a plan. Ozpin believed the best way to fight Salem was to do so in secret. Whether that was the right choice or not isn't for me to say. But we find ourselves in a position of needing, well, a new approach.
And what do you suggest?
There's the title. Oh.
That's
Amity Coliseum?
Yeah.
Where the Vital Festival is held?
Indeed. When Beacon fell and everyone on Remnant lost contact with one another, I knew our current system was outdated. Amity was built to bring the nations together, and it will serve that purpose once again.
Are we gonna just drop it on Salem? Or... oh.
Isn't it great? We're not going to just replace Beacon Tower. Building a new tower on top of Amity Coliseum will reestablish global communication.
Well, that's not a bad idea.
By launching the tower high into the atmosphere, our scientists believe we can create a sort of satellite, out of reach of the Grim and capable of maintaining global communications even if we were to lose another tower.
That is great.
James, you don't need the entire military for this.
I will for the next part, where I finally tell the people about Salem.
Oh. Well, I mean... I don't think that's a bad idea.
So that's why you
I mean, it'll create fear, though, so...
that will break out in Atlas.
Yes, panic is inevitable, and panic brings Grim, but I believe we are ready. Once Atlas has come to grips with the fight ahead, I'll use Amity Tower to spread the message to all of Remnant.
But everything will fall apart. Grim will be everywhere.
You're right. But Atlas is willing and prepared to assist.
Trying to hide the truth from the world will eventually kill us all.
I kind of respect that. I mean... like... make sure you give the other kingdoms a head up, though. They just gotta...
keeping this secret.
I know. But since Beacon, things have changed. Without him here to guide us, all I can do is use my best judgment.
You gonna say something, Oscar?
What is it?
Actually, Oz isn't completely gone.
Oscar here is the next Ozpin.
Oz?
Well...
I'm so glad you're here. I didn't think you...
Not quite. He's kind of, gone at the moment.
That's not normal. How did he...
We don't know.
Oh. So we're not gonna tell him.
We were in a train crash, and ever since, well, suddenly Oz wasn't there anymore.
It's the worst news yet.
Well...
did you learn anything from him about the relics before?
He told us...
definitely learned something from Ozpin, RWBY.
But all the questions were used up already.
Right. Ozpin told us that too, once upon a time. At least we have you, Oscar. You're safe here in Atlas. Maybe together we can figure out how to bring Ozpin back.
Thank you, sir. I mean, General. Ironwood?
You're giving it back to me?
After what happened with the Aesops, I don't want you to think I'm keeping anything from you. Especially something as important as this.
Okay.
For the time being,
she's keeping
I think
stuff
it's
from you.
safest with the people
That's
who
for
brought
sure.
Thank you.
Look at those bees in the background.
We must work together if we are to fight Salem and win.
Just standing next to each other.
Now, if you're all on board...
Tell us how we can help.
Cool.
Good. Because getting the Amity Tower ready to launch won't be easy. But first, I think we need to get those weapons of yours up to our standards.
There we go. Yeah. That kind of...
Remember, this is Atlas. While assisting the military, we will provide you with the best equipment our scientists can devise.
Really? Yeah! So that was the second time I got banned. Then there was the third time when...
Alright, cut the chatter. I'd like to sincerely apologize for the miscommunication.
Here they are.
We didn't intend to...
so bad, honestly. If we had known who you were, we'd be laughing
okay.
right now.
She's cute.
You were just following orders.
I mean, you could have asked us some questions first.
Questions are for the weak. But we're all on the same team now. Not that I'm happy about it.
We just wanted to say we're sorry, and that we're looking forward to working with you on our next mission. You might be students, but you've been fighting just as hard as we have, if not harder.
Exactly why I'm looking forward to seeing what you kids can do.
I like her.
Not everything's a competition, Hair.
Hair.
Come on, let me show you around campus.
So we'll have to decide what fables they're based on. Probably the tortoise and the hare there, I'm guessing. That is Aesop, right?
I meant it when I said it was good to see you again.
Yeah. You too.
Oh. Okay. Was not expecting Ironwood to be all huggy. That's cool.
So that way's the cafeteria.
What is that walk animation?
That way's the training rooms. Oh, and over there are the classrooms.
Wow.
This all looks great, Penny. But where are we staying?
Remember, you're in Atlas now. As the most well-funded school on Remnant, every team at Atlas Academy gets their own room. And if that wasn't enough...
So we're staying in the dorms?
It'll be just like Beacon again!
We really need a one-on-one Ruby Penny scene. Badly.
While that may be the case for the rest of the world, I can tell you it's simple. The kingdom of Atlas will remain strong, and it will remain safe. That is my promise.
Okay. And there he is. Enter Watts.
For the last time, a singular hideout makes us more susceptible to discovery.
But what if we're seen? What if we're recognized?
We stay mobile.
Walking around a city with 1,000 eyes.
While cybersecurity has been stepped up in Atlas, as usual, none of the code was updated in Mantle.
Okay.
That certainly sounds useful.
It should be.
So what's just walking around without any regard to anything?
After all.
Nice. Just, it's so easy for him to hack everything. And what are you up to?
Well, I suppose we all have our talents.
Oh. What was that? I gotta go back to that. Like, who did he kill? There. Let's look at the concept art. Then I'll go back, see if I can make it out. But, we got villains. I'm interested to see what this Watts-Tyrion duo is like. There they are. There's only one of them under 6 foot. Okay. No, it actually doesn't show anything. I thought there might be like a body there or something, but no, just we got a pool of a puddle of blood clearly on that camera. So he killed someone in that alley. That's concerning. But anyway, let's go back through it and see. Let's see what I have to say. I thought that was a pretty good episode, though, just overall. Good to finally see Ironwood and Winter again. So yeah, we start with them on the ship, and we use this other other prisoner to kind of establish the whole election thing properly, and Robin, who is our Robin Hood, and who's running for the council. Yeah, this guy seemed kind of silly, but I'm thinking it's going to be less so once we get it more properly established and actually meet her. Yeah, just more driving home the difference between Mantle and Atlas, and then we actually see Atlas, and it's like up close, and it's kind of amazing. Definitely a beautiful location. And then we arrive, and we see Winter, and Winter is not happy to see Weiss in handcuffs, though she doesn't. I like her reaction. She just immediately tells them to release, tells the soldiers to release them, and yeah, I like how we're going with her and Weiss's relationship. Now it seems the hug is great, and she just generally seems to really care for Weiss. And then Ironwood, I don't know. Ironwood, he does seem a bit. I mean, I'm not sure his plan is a good idea, but I kind of like it in some ways. I mean, the Grimm are a problem. And I do worry about the rest of the world. Atlas, I think, will be fine. But it's kind of making a mess for the other kingdoms if he does broadcast his message to them. We're kind of setting him up as the anti-Oz in a way. I mean, I know that's technically Salem, but he's just determined to bring the actual truth to people. And personally, I can't help but admire that. So, I don't know. If they're trying to turn me against him, it's not really working yet. Even if I know people probably will die from this plan. It's just, yeah, I don't know. He seems very, very somber now, just in his tone, and, but at the same time, there's some warmth there, and he does, yeah. He did have that hug with Crow, and that was interesting. And he still seems like the same Ironwood. Yeah, Ruby bringing in the lie game there. She definitely did learn learn more than a few things from Osmond, I guess. I mean, I understand it. It's probably better to not be entirely upfront with Osmond just yet. Or not with Osmond, with Ironwood. Yeah. And apparently we're gonna get new weapons from Atlas, which makes sense. That obviously we needed upgrades, and Blake especially needs a complete replacement. And then we briefly introduce the Aesop's properly. They're given little quirks of sorts, and the Hammer Girl seems very Nora-like, which is interesting. I mean, I know people are already drawing that parallel, but even in personality, she seems very Nora-like. And then the Faunus guy has the tail wag thing going. Then we have Hare, who's the only one who I think we have a name for yet. Who, I mean, they're probably in the credits. I could probably look that up in a second. But she's cool. I mean, she doesn't really have much personality yet beyond weird hair and stuff. But, yeah, I don't know. And this weirdly animated walking scene was odd. And it just really drives a line under the fact that we need more time one-on-one with Penny and Ruby. Because I don't think we've properly addressed the feelings there. Nora. Nora during this scene, just with the snot bubble. Silly. And then Watts just casually taking a stroll, and along the way hacking everything. And Tyrion killed someone. So do we have the cast? Where is that? See if I got names for these characters. Okay, so yeah, we've got Clover Ebby, Elm Adern, Marrow Ammon, Harriet Bree. Okay, so it's a nickname, but because that is a nickname, probably means something. And then Vine Zeki. So so Elm is the other female one, just judging by the the voice actors. So that's good to know. It's hard to tell with RWBY names sometimes, but yeah. So that's cool. Interested to see what they're going to be doing, what role they play. They're in the intro a lot, so I am definitely curious. And yeah, not really too much else to say about this episode. Just sort of reestablishing characters. We're still not into the new Volume 7 outfits yet. And I guess we didn't really learn too much. It's kind of a bit of a transitional episode still. We're still transitioning into this new Atlas arc. And we still haven't really found the direction it's going just yet. But I'm sure that'll come, and I'm sure it'll involve this election and Robin and all that. Oh, the other thing that was mentioned briefly that is of some interest is the Winter Maiden. We finally actually established that she's older, and her condition is a question. So, and it did seem kind of personal for Winter. So, is my theory right? Is it going to be the mother? I mean, in the picture, the Schnee family portrait, she doesn't look that old, really. But, I mean, Jacques definitely seems older. So maybe she is as well. And, I mean, if she is an alcoholic, I can see how her condition might need... might be kind of a question. So, possibly, that's going to end up being a true theory. But, then again, I don't know. Could just be some random old woman we're going to meet. And, yeah, guess we'll find out soon enough, hopefully. I mean, I don't know. That could be something we save for way down the line, too. But, yeah. Anyway, good stuff. I mean, not really the most exciting episode ever, but still a pretty good one. And it was just good to see these characters again. And kind of get more of a sense of where we're going. I mean, it was a lot of talking. It was a lot of, but it was good, like, world building, I think, and had some fun moments. Not gonna be anyone's favorite episode ever, but it was still RWBY, and still glad to watch it. But hopefully, there's more to get excited about next time. I mean, there's still exciting stuff. We got the villains finally, and I mean, it'd be better if we knew what they did, but I don't know. Anyway, hope you liked the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.